For number 8, we need to see which point lies in the solution set for the system. So remember, for something to be in the solution, it has to work when we substitute it in. So all we're going to do is go through each of these, sub in the x, sub in the y, and then see which one works not just for one, but for both of them. So it has to be work for both in the system. So let's go and do this. So I got 5 times x minus 6 times y is greater than 2. So let's try the first one. So I'm going to put in negative 8 for x and 3 for y. So 5 times negative 8 minus 6 times 3. I'm going to get negative 40 minus 18 is greater than 2. And clearly this is going to be negative 58, which is not greater than 2. That doesn't work. So it cannot be this first one. Let's try the next one. So we're going to use the same thing. 5 times, let's just sub it in, 3 for x minus 6 times negative 7 for y has to be greater than 2. Here we get 15 plus 42, because negative times a negative is a positive 42. And let's see, is this one greater than 2? I'm pretty sure it is. This is going to be 57. Whoops. 57, which is definitely greater than 2. Now remember, it has to work for both. So now that it worked for this one, we have to check the second one. So I'll plug it in. I get negative 4 times x, which is 3 again, minus 5 times y, which is negative 7. And hopefully this is going to be less than 3. Let's find out. So I get negative 12. Here it becomes a plus 35. And what do I get? I get 3 minus 1 is going to be 2. So I get 23 is less than 3, which again we see is not true. So it cannot be B. Alright? Oops. Let's try C. So I'm going to plug in 6 and 2. So let's try the first one. 5 times 6 minus 6 times 2 has to be greater than 2. So I get 30 minus 12 is greater than 2, which I believe 18 is greater than 2. Yes, it is. And then let's try the second one. So I get negative 4 times x, which again is 6, minus 5 times y, which is 9. It has to be, oops, less than. Has to be less than 3, right? Less than 3. So looking at this, I get negative 24 minus 45, less than 3. Well, I'm pretty sure a negative number, negative 69, is definitely less than 3. So it works for both. That must be my answer, C.